Hi guys. Okay, today I know it's a little bit early, but I was reading a story and I'm super excited about it, so I wanted to share it. So we're going to kind of talk about Israel's history a little bit, the country itself. There were the 12 tribes of Israel, and then the first king over the Israelites was Saul, who was preceded by David, Solomon, and then Rehoboam. And then Rehoboam divided the kingdom into two places. There was Israel itself, and then there was Judah. So we're going to talk about it just a little bit. I'm going to mostly focus on the ninth king of Israel, Ahaziah. He was king during the time of Elijah. But Ahaziah was not a cool dude. There isn't a whole lot in the Bible about him. One of them's like, and he was preceded by Ahaziah when it talks about when he comes up, and that's it. He only served for 2 years. But Ahaziah was such a wicked dude. Even like when he made, there was an alliance made with the king of Judah, Jehoshaphat, at that time. And because he had done that, even God had like given Jehoshaphat a word that basically they were supposed to build these ships and launch them together. But they never came to fruition. There was a disaster and they were destroyed before they even could be set free in the water. It just kind of shows you where this guy is. So Ahaziah becomes king, and shortly thereafter, a couple of years into his reign, he falls through this lattice work, and he's injured really bad, and he's put in his bed. So he sends two messengers over to Baal-zebub, and he's going to send them to the priest there to ask if he's going to die or not. Well, an angel of the Lord goes to Elijah and tells him what's going on. Like, yeah, you see those two dudes over there? They're going to go and ask if this other guy, this other religion, if he's going to live. So he said, go, basically the angel sent Elijah to go and talk to the messengers. So he talks to him and he says, hey man, what are you doing? And they tell him, we're on a mission for the king. We're going to go and talk to this other priest in this other country for a God that they shouldn't be believing in or messing with. So Elijah says, hey, is there no one in Israel that worships our God that could intercede on his behalf? So he sent the messengers back. He said, go back and tell the king that he's not getting out of his bed. He's going to die. So they go back. And the king's like, wow, why are you back so fast? And they said, well, let me tell you the message this dude gave. He said, isn't there anybody in Israel that could intercede on your behalf? And because you sent us somewhere else, you're going to die. You're not getting out of your bed. And the king was like, well, what does he look like? And they're like, well, some hairy dude. He wears a leather belt. He was like, oh, Elijah. And so he sent a captain and 50 dudes. He said, go and bring him to me. So this captain goes up with his 50 men, and basically they're going to arrest Elijah. So Elijah knows he's in danger when they come. And so they're like, hey, you, man of God, king wants to see you, let's go. And so Elijah answers back. He says, hey, if I'm a man of God, may fire come down from the sky and burn you up. And it did. All of these guys died. Crazy, right? So then the king sends another captain and another 50 dudes. And they come up and they're like, hey, yo, Elijah, you, man of God, the king wants to see you. You need to come with us. And again, he said the same thing. He said, if I'm a man of God, may fire come down from heaven and burn you up. And it did. And all of them died. So now we're talking about 102 dudes. So the king, still irritated and arrogant, sends a third captain and another set of 50 guys. So they go down, and Elijah's sitting on a hill. So they walk up the hill. By now, this captain is getting smarter. I like this guy. He comes up very humbly, and he was like, oh, servant of God, please take pity on us. Please take pity on myself and my men. May your servants, may you please be gracious to us. Don't let us die. And he basically, because he was humble, you can see the humbleness of heart at this point. Whether it's out of legitimately just fear for his life or he legitimately believes. Either way, I mean, I believe there's 102 dudes gone. So he was sent, though, to get him. And because he was humble, Elijah knew he was in a little bit safer position. And he got permission from God to go and see the king. So he went and saw the king. And the king basically kind of is like, well, Elijah, what's going on here? Why is telling my men this? A little bit arrogant, but like basically tell me, am I gonna get off my bed? And Elijah delivered exactly the same message. Was there nobody in Israel and all of the kingdom that you could go to? Is there not anybody that could have interceded on your behalf? Now you're gonna die. And right there, the king died. Just like that. Gone. So, anyways, short-lived life, short-lived reign, evil dude, but full of adventure and just craziness. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the third guy come up and just kind of have a real change of heart. Anyways, I hope you have a blessed day.